Hello Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your weekly tarot. So this week we're looking at the energies that you're going to be playing with for November the 10th to the 17th. Also a very massive happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating. We are in Scorpio season, so yeah, I just genuinely hope that you've all had your birthday wishes come true. Right, so what is going on for you guys? You've got the Deer and Gentleness. Now that one's come out off center. Alright, so your first message with this one, with it coming out off center, is for this week for you to be a little bit more assertive. Okay, not abrasive, assertive. Right? Never be afraid to stand up for yourself or for anyone else who is needing you to stand up for them on their behalf. Okay, definitely do consider being more assertive this week. It says this is a reminder to be more gentle with yourself and others. So it's like you can understand other people's situations, you can understand their points of view. But still, that shouldn't stop you from asserting yourself, okay? The grace, sensitivity and gentleness of this spirit animal echo the qualities brought forth when living from the heart. Yeah. So when you see something going on that's wrong, be assertive. When you see someone is being mistreated, be assertive. But of course, do it in a way where you're not going to be putting yourself in any kind of danger as well, okay? Because, I mean, it says the deer, it's actually a stag. It's got antlers. It's like, yeah, don't do anything where you're going to be putting yourself in any kind of immediate danger, because it is still a prey animal, basically. That's what I was going to say before I got distracted by the fact it's actually a stag. But yeah, those antlers are for protection. They are for self-defense, right? So consider being assertive this week, not a pushover. Right, let's take a look at your rune, and all of these messages are going to start to stitch together by the time we've got a nice whole bunch of cards out, okay? Right, what's the rune message for our Scorpio collective this week, please? Thank you. Oh, wow, wow, what? I mean, fair play, that's an elk, but it's within the same thread, isn't it? It's within the same thread. Random message, again, not going to resonate for everybody, okay? Because it's really, really specific, and some other cultures might not resonate with this one. So be careful with the next message that I give you. It might be a message, it might not be. I'm looking at this with the two of these animals are antlered. And when I saw that, I was like, Kanunos, which is Lord of the Forest, okay? Let's take it back to its original meaning. It was Kanunos, Lord of the Forest, King of the Forest. There's something going on with you guys this week where forestry, nature, animals, wildlife, all of those threads are going to be really important threads for you to pull on this week, okay? Because no word of a lie, I got Kanunos strong there. So you could be taking something here back to basics. You could be having this hankering to take your life back to basics. You know, playing with this idea of going off the grid type thing, living off the land sort of energy. It's difficult to do, but it's possible. Okay, you can still have your nice things in life, such as internet, right? I mean, because let's be real, if you're watching this reading, you're on YouTube, which means you're on the internet somewhere, somehow. So yeah, we can't 100% take it back to basics or 100% take it back to nature, but we can still certainly live more consciously. Yeah. And if you're wanting to kind of go off grid, even for like a week or a weekend or something, you know, that can be a huge deal. That could be massively uplifting for you to do that. But the message here is like, work with nature. Okay, work with nature. Even if that's you randomly getting this curiosity for the trees and the bushes and the fruits and the berries that are around you that grow wild, and you know, researching what is it botany, botanical skills, you know, what's edible, what isn't, that sort of thing. And I've been banging on for months and months and months about like growing our own food and stuff. Yeah, and getting back in touch with nature that way. I'm also getting the message here of respect. Respecting nature, respecting your surroundings. You could be teaching people the importance of respecting nature. You know, it's like, never take anything out of the forest without asking permission first. Because everything, everywhere, every place has a spirit. It has life to it, okay? It's all that sort of energy. I know how hippy-dippy that sounds, okay? I don't really give a shit, though. Truth be told, I don't give a shit. Yeah, it's the whole message of leave nothing but footprints and jobbies. Okay. Some people across the pond, I don't know if you know what the word jobbies means. It's the Scottish word for poo. Leave nothing but footprints and jobbies behind you when you leave. Okay. Anyway, Soillo, guiding, achievement, fame, victory. Really, really strong protective energies here that's coming through for you guys. So no matter what it is you're doing this week, there is heavy protections around you. With the fact you've got, look, I mean, that's weird, isn't it? There are no coincidences in tarot, as I'm always saying, none. So it might be worth you researching yourself antlered animals, like the spiritual meaning of antlered animals and what that means specifically for you and for your own culture, because different cultures are going to get different messages, right? That's just how it works. Yeah. So what does that mean specifically for you? And of course, both of these, both the elk and the stag, they will shed the antlers. I can't remember, is it once a year or is it once every couple of years? I'm unclear on that detail. As I say, I'm not very well educated on things like that, but they definitely do shed their antlers. So that shedding process, it can indicate a time of vulnerability, right? But clearly, both of these animals, both these creatures have still got their antlers, which means it's a time for you to stand up, be counted, defend yourself, protect yourself, and also protection is being offered to you at this time. And don't they say as well that the antlers act like antenna up to the spiritual realms? I'm certain that there's something to do with that. So your spiritual gifts and abilities are super strong at this point. It's almost like they're saying, yeah, it's on point. It's on point. So you're on point. Okay. Let's pull more cards and we will see what else comes out for you guys. We'll keep this thing going. Also, Soillo, my understanding of Soillo is sun wheel. Sun wheel. So joy, abundance, prosperity. I just had to move the laptop there for a minute. The fan. I think I need to hoover out the fan or something because it's making a bit of a grinding noise. But yeah, sun wheel and the wheel of power. That's literally the Soillo rune, is the wheel of power. indicates that there's some type of victory here that's coming in for you guys this week. There's definitely a victory that's coming in. So if at the moment, if you're struggling with feelings of being disheartened about pursuing something, it's like Spirit saying don't feel disheartened, okay? Because you've got a victory that's coming in this week. Okay. What's the strongest energy that's coming in for our Scorpio collective, please? The strongest energy coming in for our Scorpio collective. Thank you. The bucket list. You've got a bucket list here. Your heart's desire, going for it, blooming where you are, and do what's important now. Yeah, so what is it that's important to you at this point in time? And if you've been telling yourself, oh, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, Spirit's coming through and saying, nah, fuck that, you're doing it now. Okay, there's definitely no nonsense energies that's going on for you guys this week. It's like, no, you're not going to do it later, Scorpio, you're going to do it now. So what is it that your heart is set on doing? Or what is it that you've been putting off? You've been putting something off for a later date, and they're saying you've got to tackle that now. You've got to do it now. There's also indications of how your situation might be less than ideal, but you're making it work for you. And there's the messages coming through of how your ancestors and your guides, whichever name you prefer to use, they're all incredibly, incredibly proud of you because of your progress and how you've made certain situations work for you, even though those situations have been less than ideal. Okay. Do what's important now. Going for it. Yeah. Okay. Well, as I say, hopefully we'll find out more as we pull more cards, as we pull more runes and stuff. Yeah, we're just going to keep this thing moving, and all of the messages will ultimately, it will all tie in somehow. Right, let's get you a witch's rune. Huh. Okay, so you've got the rune of flight here that's coming out. Flight, freedom, movement, communication, information. Like the flight rune is literally communication of all kinds, travel of all kinds. I do feel here that something is taking off in a massive way. It's something that you've been working on. This could be a career, this could be a relationship. It's the equivalent of, imagine the Eight of Wands in tarot. It's got that kind of energy to it. Okay, but it's communication as well as action, as well as things moving, things happening, because it's both fire and air. So it's proper a combination of the Eight of Wands with, say, something else that's fast moving, like maybe the Knight of Swords or something like that. Okay, it's a combination of both of those. I feel here, Scorpio, that that you might freak out a little bit this week at the sheer speed of which your career moves forward or a relationship moves forward. Again, it's going back to whatever it was that was your heart's desire. Something or someone that you had your heart set on. And it's taken off this week at an exponential rate. And you might freak out a little bit at that. You might feel almost as if you're freewheeling down a hill on a bike and your brakes aren't working. You feel like you're not in control that way. That's how quickly things are going to start moving this week. Okay. I mean, this could also be connected to your own spiritual growth as well. It's whatever you have been working on lately, whatever you have been dedicated towards, okay? Because it's going to be different things for all of yous. But you're definitely being protected. Heavy protection this week. Because it's like your ancestors, your spirit guides, they're all rooting for you. They're all wanting for you to succeed at this thing, whatever this thing is for you. They're all rooting for you. It's part of why you're here, almost. Do you know what I mean? It feels like that. Okay. Definitely do expect as well for a lot of people to want to speak to you guys this week. Okay, it's almost like there are energies around you who are looking for some advice from you because you've been through it all. You know, you've been through the struggle. You've had to go through so much to get to the point that you're at now, and you've got younger energies around you, not necessarily like young in age, but more young in their own development, could be spiritual development, and that they're wanting your help, your guidance, your assistance, because it feels like that they're looking for someone to help uplift them. Okay, so I do feel strongly that you're going to be uplifting someone this week. I mean, again, like that could be going on a spiritual level or within a workplace. Okay, you could be encouraging certain other people around you to sort of uplift themselves so that they can get to the level that you're at, sort of thing, which is a refreshing change, especially if that's going on within a career place. That's a refreshing change from where people usually try and drag others down, you know, where people usually try and stop them from achieving because they see other people as a threat. Like this is the complete opposite to that. This is you helping to uplift others because you genuinely want to see other people grow. You genuinely want to see other people become achievers, and then just naturally you've got like loads of people here gravitating towards you to see if you can help them out. Okay, interesting. Speaking of finances and career, let's pull you a card from my finances and career deck. And of course, we will be looking at love and relationships. I just want to get a nice broad overview of everything that you guys might be dealing with this week. Okay. What's going on for Scorpio? Finances and career. Thank you. Brilliance. Yeah. Yeah, I suspected as much. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. Yeah, it's your unique way of doing things here, Scorpio, is helping you to stand out from the crowd. Again, it ties in with that message of how you're not one of these that, for example, will climb the corporate ladder and then kick the ladder away so that no one else can climb up to the top. You're not that kind of person. You're the kind of person that will metaphorically climb up that ladder, find a fucking rope, tie it onto the ladder, tie the other end to something stable like a tree stump, so that everyone else is going to have more of a solid ladder to climb when their time comes. That's the type of person that you are. You're not the kicking away the ladder type person. Because of that, you're being recognized, like literally. You're being recognized for your brilliance. You're being recognized for your unique way of doing things, for your ideas, for your fresh approach to things, for you helping others to see things in a different light here. Yeah? It's very, very refreshing. And if only there were more people on the planet that were like that, then the world would be much more of a pleasant place to be. Much more. Okay, what's going on in love? That's reversed. The butterfly reversed. Someone's stuck on you here, Scorpio. Someone's refused to move on from you. The X. What? And divine timing at the bottom of the deck. Okay, then. So with the divine timing, it's saying for anyone who is hoping for love, looking for love, that is coming in for you guys. Don't force anything to happen, okay? You do have love coming through. You're needing to be a bit patient with it, with that divine timing, okay? So that's for our single Scorpios. Now, with this, I'm afraid to say that some of you, the vast majority of you, have got an ex kicking around here somewhere. With the butterfly in reverse, there's a refusal for them to move on, okay, or a refusal to let you go. I'll read them out to you. So if it were in the upright position, the butterfly would be saying, you will meet a new love interest at a party or a night out. As soon as I saw that in the reverse, I was like, butterfly, change, reversed. Someone refuses to change. Someone refuses to let go. Someone refuses to mature, grow, develop. Yeah. Someone here absolutely does not like the fact that you're no longer a part of their life. That's why it's the butterfly in reverse. And then the X came out immediately after that. Healing from past heartbreak takes time. Be patient with yourself. I don't feel that any of our Scorpios are actually moping over an X. I'm genuinely not feeling that at all. Okay? This is quite clearly one of your exes, Scorpio, who is stuck on you here. Right, can you tell us more about this finances and career energy that's going on for Scorpio? Can we clarify this one first? What is this? Brilliance energy for Scorpio, please. What is this? Thank you. Wow, that was super quick. The Star, the Emperor, and the Two of Cups. Okay, so for your brilliance, you have made a bit of an impression on someone here with your finances, your career, your business plans, whatever the case might be. Someone sees the star qualities within you, okay? And again, with that message of be a little bit more assertive this week, and now you're getting the Emperor that's coming out as well in the upright position. Yeah, definitely don't be afraid to be assertive this week. Okay, everything's pointing towards how there are certain things that you are going to need to be quite rigid with. All right, your boundaries being one of the main things. Now you've got someone here who sees your star qualities, and with that Two of Cups, it is an individual who is wanting to team up with you. They're wanting to partner with you. They're wanting to work with you. Even though you do not have the Justice card that's coming out, or any of the court cards of the Swords suit, I'm feeling legalities that's going on. Okay, so again, keep an open mind. If anyone is wanting for you to sign anything this week, Scorpio, it's always going to be worth having it checked over by an impartial party. Okay, but it's literally you're working on something that is incredibly important to you here. You've got to consider who else it is that you're bringing on within your team, because ultimately you are going to have to think about your own reputation. So do your due diligence, okay? Do that wonderful investigative detective work that Scorpios are basically famous for doing. Make sure you know who it is that you're working with before you join up and team up with anybody, because you do have to take in your own reputation into account. Okay, so for example, if you are out in the limelight here with the star energy, if you are out in the public eye for anything, you already are going to have a reputation within the group or the crowd that follow you, if you will. You're going to have to consider your own reputation Because if the person who teams up with you does anything wrong, ultimately it is going to land on your shoulders, and it is going to have an effect on your own reputation. That's why they're saying, do your due diligence, make sure you know this person thoroughly before you bring them in your team to do anything here, okay? And of course, anything that you don't like, anything that makes you uncomfortable, be assertive. But ultimately with this Emperor energy, you're gonna have to be the one that makes this choice, that makes this decision, even if it turns out to be a decision that is quite a hard decision to make, okay? Emperor energy, they make the difficult decisions basically, because they can keep in mind the much bigger picture ultimately. So it's like, make decisions pertaining to that from a non-emotional place, but from a more sort of logical place, from a place where you're keeping it real, yeah, where you're keeping that bigger picture in sight, yeah. So that's that energy there. Also, it does indicate that that business deal does look to go very, very well. Okay. Right. Was this energy of communication and things moving quick? What's the energy of all of the communication and things moving quick for Scorpio, please? The communication and things moving quickly for Scorpio. Can we have more information on that? Okay. The Four of Swords and the Three of Cups. Okay. Okay. So there's reflection that's going on with this Four of Swords and a Three of Cups. Why am I getting reunion? Somebody that you used to work with has been reflecting here, and they're hoping for a reunion. But I'm also getting the message here of somebody is going to contact you on behalf of another person who is feeling too shy or insecure to contact you themselves. So that could easily be connected to this energy up here with the X. Okay. Either way, be mindful of anyone contacting you guys this week that is specifically striking up a conversation with you as a doorway in for the person who originally sent them your way. Now, normally I would say flying monkey, but I'm not getting that with this energy. I'm getting it more of a mutual friend strikes up a conversation with you specifically about the person who sent them to strike up this conversation with you. Okay, but it doesn't feel like flying monkey energy, because there's hope in someone's energy. Let's just clarify. Can you tell us more about this message for Scorpio, please? Thank you. Yeah, the King of Pentacles in the upright position. In the upright position. It could be to do with some type of an investment, a financial investment here. And then for others of you, it could be about that there. Look, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, because they're wanting to come out of the cold. That's someone wanting a reunion with you. It's almost as if they're sending someone to speak to you to try and big them up. You know, oh, did you hear about such and such? Have you heard how they're doing now? Have you heard what they've all got going on in their lives? It's like making out that they are grown, that they're matured, that they are, you know, stable, like financially stable. emotionally stable as well. It could be, it might be about an earth sign here. Heavy on the Taurus energy specifically, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. It's just someone who is wanting to speak to you, but for whatever reason, they're not confident enough to speak to you directly. And that's why they're going to be speaking to you through a third party. Does that make sense? I don't know why they wouldn't be confident enough to speak to you directly. Maybe there was something that went down between you before in the past. Maybe they let you down, you know, in whatever way. But I do feel that it's somebody that you might not completely trust with this Five of Pentacles reversed, because they're like, you know what, I want Scorpio to speak to me. I need Scorpio to speak to me, but I don't know if Scorpio would be willing or prepared to speak to me in return. So I'm going to send this other person along, you know, to try and test the waters. And then I can take it from there. Because they have definitely been reflecting on something here. It could be reflecting on their own past behaviour. That's very possible. And randomly, I'm getting a really itchy hand. I'm getting a really itchy hand. Huh. That's weird. They're itching for something. Okay, what's this X energy? The Page of Wands, which is the Maiden of Wands, and the Hermit. Could be a fire sign, could be a Virgo, but it doesn't have to be. But it's very hopeful energy. You see with this combination here, it's like whoever this X is, they're saying that they are quietly confident that you're going to be pleased to hear from them here. They're quietly confident. Okay, can you tell us more about this? Thank you. Justice. Could be a Libra, but it doesn't have to be. If it's indicating to me that this person's wanting to put the situation right with you, they're wanting to make things right, they're wanting to balance out the scales here. Can you tell us more about this energy for Scorpio, please? Can you tell us about this Page of Wands specifically? Thank you. That's reversed. The Five of Wands reversed. Okay, so there has been an argument with this fire sign, this Virgo, or this Libra. There was an argument. Something blew up. Something blew up between you two. Because the Five of Wands in reverse is asking for a reconciliation. It's I'm looking at this energy and they're like, do you know what? I need to bury the hatchet with Scorpio. I need to put things right here with Scorpio. And they're quietly confident that you're going to be up for that. Again, please don't shoot the messenger, okay? I don't know who this person is. I don't know what they've done to you. I'm just reading the cards. So if it's somebody that genuinely really pisses you off, all I ask is just don't take it out on me. Don't take it out on any of the other readers, okay? We're just reading the energies. That's it. Don't shoot the messenger. And you know what? Sometimes, yes, messages are going to come out that you're not going to like. But that doesn't make it the tarot reader's fault. Okay? All we're doing is reading the energy. The Page of Pentacles off center. They're trying to offer you something here, Scorpio. But I'm not seeing that you're going to be accepting whatever it is that they're offering. Because it's like, I mean, Page, right? Page of Pentacles. Whatever they're offering is just not good enough. is just not good enough. Because this person, whoever they are, whatever they've done a lot of damage. And that's why you're like that. Do you know what? It's just not good enough. In fact, some of our Scorpios here are saying, do you know what? Even if this person offered me $3 million cash, it still wouldn't be enough. It still wouldn't be enough. So under there, yeah, the Three of Swords. Exactly. Because they've just done too much damage. Far too much damage. And now they're out in the cold, they're out in the rain. And they're aware. They're completely aware of how much damage they caused you. See with this bird here? That bird outside, looking through the window. Looking and reflecting on the Three of Swords that they left behind here. And they know about it. They know full well that how much they hurt you. They're fully aware how much they hurt you. Which means that they're fully aware that whatever it is that they're offering here is just not enough. And it'll never be enough. It could never make up for what it is that they've done. And they know that. 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There you go. Same energy as your Witch's Rune. Up in the corner there. Yeah. I feel that you've moved on quickly. I also feel that your life is improving. Your life is improving at an exceptional rate here. And there is no sign of you ever slowing down. There's your Tyrian energy with the Hierophant underneath that 8 of Wands. You're dedicated to your cause. You're dedicated to your message. You're dedicated to moving forward. You have sheer absolute dedication and determination here to succeed. Yeah, the King of Cups, that's one of your cards. That's one of your cards. You're coming from this place of emotional stability, emotional security. You know who you are, you know where it is you're going in life, you know where it is that you've been in life, and you know fine well that you're not going back. You're not going backwards, because it's all onwards and upwards from here on in. And ever since you took on that energy of onwards and upwards, ever since you took on that, your life has improved exponentially. In fact, you've got something really, really important here that's playing out in your finances and career reading. And you know that that's what you're needing to be focused on. You know that that's where your priority needs to be right now. Okay, let's take a look at a healing message for you guys. Can we have some healing messages for Scorpio, please? It seems to be when you were struggling, certain people thought it was appropriate to kick you while you were down, but now you're on the up and up and succeeding and being incredibly successful. Now you've got all of these people from the past coming back in and basically trying to get back in your good books now, because they can see that you're incredibly successful. And you're like that, nah. They didn't support me. For me to get to where I'm at, I had to do that by myself. Where the fuck were all of they? They were too busy kicking me in the teeth while I was at my worst. And now I'm doing fantastic, with no sign whatsoever of that progression slowing down. Now all of a sudden they all want to come back in. Now all of a sudden they want to fucking pat me on the back and sing my praises. Nah. That's what this is. Yeah, a talisman. Talisman number 49. Okay. A lesson truly learnt is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all that you need for the success that you seek. Yeah. Wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really cannot commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you, for you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You have learnt your lessons and earned the right to your successes. Yep. So all of that bullshit from the past, it provided you with a lot of skills and a lot of knowledge about all of the mistakes that you made, all of the mistakes that other people made, and therefore you're not very likely going to be repeating the same mistake again. It's also saying as well that you have earned all of the wisdom, you have earned all of the success that is rightfully coming into you. So if ever you feel that you're grappling with imposter syndrome, you just keep telling yourself and reminding yourself that you deserve to be at the successful point that you're at. You deserve every single last bit of that success. You deserve it all and more. Okay? You must not let that imposter syndrome take over and to sap you from your joy. Okay? Right, so you've got the card of free will. The answer to your question is no. That's interesting. Yet remember, you have free will. You're free to make your own decisions. Just remember that you need to take responsibility for any choice you make. Meditate and see what your heart says. Okay, I feel that that is actually a message from whoever it is from your past that is wanting to deal with you again. I feel that Spirit's telling them no, you're telling them no, other people that they're trying to get to speak to you on their behalf are telling them no. And basically, I do feel that they are being blocked from successfully reaching you. You know, they have to take responsibility for the choices that they made that took them to this point right now where Scorpio, where you're not speaking to them, where you're not dealing with them. They have to live with the consequences of the choices that they made. Okay, and also that's going to serve as a healthy reminder for anybody who might be tempted or who might run the risk of being emotionally blackmailed by this person into dealing with them again, that is not going to be a wise choice. It's not going to be a wise choice at all. Okay. However, you do still have free will, and you have the right to make any decision that you feel is appropriate for you to make. Okay. Right, so let's take a look at the wonderful words of wisdom from the shitty deck. I don't know what's going on with this deck today. It seems to be all over the place. Right, let's take a look at the wonderful words of wisdom that the shitty deck can provide. What else? The Scorpio, please. Okay. Right, so you've got falling in love when you're lonely is very similar to shopping when you're hungry. You end up with a bunch of shit that you don't need, so make sure that you're fed so that you're not filling your soul with a bunch of shit. Yeah. So make sure that you're meeting your own needs, okay, Scorpio, before you consider getting involved, romantically involved with anyone else, okay? Because again, when we come from a place of wanting love, we come from a place of lack, all right? again, same as when you go shopping when you're hungry. Everything looks appealing, you know, because you're hungry. You're like, oh my God, I need all the food right now. And then you end up with a massive shopping bill. And half that shit won't even get used, yeah? The other half is going to be bloody junk food. We've all done it. We've all done it. Like, you know. It's that energy. So it's like, yeah, try not to approach love in that same way, okay? Yes, let's do some charms. Yes, for Scorpio. Oh, you've got quite a lot. I didn't mean to take that many, but we're going to go with it because it is what it is. Baby. Interesting. Baby. That could be a human baby. That could be an animal baby. All right. It could be someone flirting with you, calling you baby, you know. It could be a term of endearment. So again, keep an open mind, but you have baby here. You then have a pentacle or a pentagram, and this one's made out of twigs, so it's protection, and it ties in with that message of you are nature's protectors. Okay, again, it sounds hippie. I can only apologise, but some of you are legit nature's protectors, nature's guardians. Alright, you've got the letter R. Now either someone's a pirate, or they're dealing with an individual whose name begins with R, or your name begins with R. You've got a... I love this one. This one was actually a gift from a wonderful, wonderful subscriber of ours. It's a happy, smiling, cheerful little cat. It's about happiness, companionship, curiosity, playfulness. Okay, so make happiness, play, and joy a priority this week, guys. You could also be getting a baby cat, kitten. Maybe, for some, you might find one. You might find one. And again, that ties in with the message of you are a guardian of nature, of animals. Okay. Like, legit, the cat distribution centre is going to be finding Scorpios this week. You've got a little love heart here. Alright, so that's unending love. Everything that you do it from a place of love, or make love a priority this week. Again, use your discernment. How does the love token sit for you guys this month? Or this week, not month, it's a weekly read. You've got a music note. You've got a music note. You could be a musician. You could have a hankering or a curiosity for music instrument. Someone could be sending you a piece of their music this week. You could be learning to play a musical instrument this week, or finding some kind of solace within music this week. This could be music healing. This could be sharing your music if you are a music artist. Okay. You have a dragon, which is all about passion and creativity. It's protection also, and assertiveness. So repeating messages about the need to be assertive. I'm also getting the message here, Scorpio, of how you are a mystery. You're a very mysterious individual, and someone is deeply, deeply attracted to you because you are a mystery, and because you do not make it easy for them to figure you out. Okay. Whenever I see the dragon symbols, I get like a message of, you know, someone is a bit of a quest. Someone is a bit more complicated than how they first appear, you know, and then someone finding that really, really attractive, especially in today's world, you know, when we've got modern technology, we've got social media where everybody knows everything about everyone and nobody's mysterious anymore, and you know, everyone's putting all their business out there, and you know, whereas you've got mystery to you, and that's fucking attractive as hell. All right, and someone's really attracted to you because of that, because you don't make it easy for them to figure you out. It's like they have to spend time with you in order to figure you out, you know, which is a really rare thing these days, right? And then you have the hamster. So again, spiritual energies coming through, more protection. You are being spiritually led, spiritually guided, super strong this week. So definitely do trust in the guidance that you're receiving. Okay, but yeah, that is what I have for you guys for this week. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful to someone. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you did like it and you're wanting to see more. The place where you can book a private reading with me if you feel that is needed, that's going to be my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. You can find that link in my description box below, along with so many other links for so many really cool and interesting things. All of the information you're ever going to need, description box. There might, if I remember to put a pinned comment up, there might even be one of them as well. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.